Give me. This food with steaks and everything else. So you don't get bored.
Let me put this on the daf for introduction.
Who dropped the first? Who dropped the second?
Chaim.
Okay, it's posted. Like this. I don't know how this works. Yeah, like this. Okay, got it.
Oh,
Now we can start, guys.
Just let me talk. Say it. Because you're not here.
Here, there. All right, L'chaim, are we ready?
Yes.
All that.
Yes.
But don't put the saber in front of your face. You know what I'm saying?
Get ready to go down. Okay.
All right.
All right, let's make it official. L'chaim. B'shus the rabbi. The rabbi Behemes. Without you here, like I wouldn't probably doing not finishing Rosh Hashana. I don't know how many Masechta would have been finished without you. Probably like just 2, 3, not every month another one. So L'chaim, thank you so much for the hard work. Like it's amazing the impact that I feel that you make on me. L'chaim, and all, everyone else, of course. Oh, the Tanach said it, right. Okay, I have some. L'chaim to everyone. I want to say Bishus, my wife. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for all of the support. Whenever you're always here, whenever you're here, things are getting a different, a better, higher meaning, and everything is better and greater. And thank you for being for being here for me. Thank you for being there for me. It's just all of the women, of course. Like the rabbis keep saying all the time that you're the support, right? We are running out of the house like 6 o'clock in the morning. We leave you guys all alone with the first hour of the day. How fun is that, right? We wait. So, and Bishus.
The grammar, the mistakes. This
you know what? When we see
the better word.
When we see them fall out, like sometimes I want to have the Zoom open just to hear your question. I mean, we don't hear that much, but if there is a really good question, the rabbi is repeating.
Rabbi, clarify this.
So Bishus, each and every one of you guys, Bamis, it's you. It's not when we are here for the Siyum. It's not about me, and it's not about the speech. Maybe a little bit. You know, I'm trying to practice my public speaking, like on you guys, so I have the best of them. But other than that, I'm good. And Bamis, like I'm taking advantage of this opportunity to make also together with the Siyum to make a Silda Sador, right? And I'll tell you guys, you are the most qualified audience for Silda Sador. Why? Why? We learned in Brachas that when you do Birkas HaGoimel, you have to have 10 people, like a minyan, but the only thing that's only Birkas HaGoimel, you have to have 2 people, Talmidei Chachamim. Right? So here we don't have 2, we don't have 3, everyone, all of us are Talmidei Chachamim. So this is like, I couldn't ask for better. When I want to make a Siddur Sador, I couldn't ask for a better crowd than you guys. And I'm going to make a Siddur Sador, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll give you the short version because there's something. So I got my green card. Okay, now let's back up. It's like to get a green card, it took me 7 years. Usually it can take 2 or 3. I did it. So first, I want to say thank you to Hashem that I really got my green card. It's like for the last 7 years. Right. So whenever I traveled, and I traveled a lot to Israel and wherever it was, always when I came back, you should never feel like they got you to the little room, like the immigration. And if he has a bad day, so then like he starts asking you questions and praying. Like it was always a schlep. It was like every year you go to extend this temporary green card.
It's not only the suffer, it's my heart where.
She was like saying the whole deal if the airport every time, like just like for me to go through. So Baruch Hashem, I have the permanent green card. It means like 10 years, but it's not just. I don't want to thank just for that. I want to thank for Hashem the way that He gave me the green card. The journey, the trouble, the difficult, the challenges that I had before, it taught me like a tremendous lesson about bitachon. When I was doing the green card in the beginning, I'm not gonna share with you all of the details. I don't want to get arrested. But when I did it at the beginning, whatever it was, they were like, they didn't believe, they believed, they didn't believe. And Baruch Hashem, it took me for 7 years to show them that I'm really sincere and I'm really here and doing good stuff and whatever it is. And Baruch Hashem, but you know what? Like I was trying to go around and around and around, and Hashem showed me that it's not you. When you think it's you, when I was thinking it's me, like I have this way. So it took me so long. So thank you, Hashem, also for the way that you got me the green card. And you know what? This parsha I saw from the Balaturim. I was reading something about the Sudas al-Dur. What am I going to say, right? So I'm reading about something about the Sudas al-Dur that I was actually Googling. So I come up with something nice from the Balaturim, saying that this parsha, we say that we see that Leah, she had 4 boys, right? Reuben, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda. And after Yehuda, what does say the Pusik? She was saying, Apam odeh et Hashem, like she didn't have more. So the Balaturim says something amazing, saying like when you say thank you to Hashem, it's not like a friend, you know, like when you're asking for a friend a favor, especially if it's a big favor, you come, you ask him, and you ask him again and again and again, and finally he gives you this loan, or finally he makes you this favor, and then you say, you know what? Thank you so much. Now I need another one. Right? But no, Hashem is like the opposite. The Balaturim says like if you thank Hashem and you don't ask right away again for the future, then it stops. So saying like Apam Moides Hashem, she was just saying thank you, and she didn't ask for more, so she didn't get more. So I'm thanking Hashem for the nisim, it's miracles, what everything that we got through.
Don't wait so long. Ask straight.
And I'm asking Hashem that I should fulfill my American dream, like my Jewish American dream, right? Like the green card, the citizenship, so I can vote already. So like so everything could be a change finally, like so, right? And Baruch Hashem, and then Hashem should really like help us to fulfill our mission here and our shlichus. And Be'ez Hashem, and going back and buying an apartment in Israel and also being there and here and everywhere. Bezrat Hashem, and a lot of Hashiros, Bezrat Hashem, Atbeli dies.
Right.
All right, so now to the Siyum. I got a shuttle for the Siyum.
Oh, good.
You know what the Belzer Rebbe says always, like always the Belzer Tzaddik, and I'm sure there's more they're saying it, like when they want to say something, they're on Chidush, so they say like, B'der Remes, Jeder Rit can zoom. Like B'der Remes, everyone can say, right? So I'm going to say it as well, because I'm taking a Rabbi Shimon Chassidei here, and a Rabbi Shimon Gamiliel, and I'm going to say my own word. So first of all, I'm going to say the word that's saying right here. Okay, so these are all things like if a farmer, if someone in the field can have in mind what about the steaks? Why is nobody eating?
We're eating.
Okay.
We're eating. We're eating.
So we have the farmer there that there is a machloket, not a machloket, but Rabbi Shimon the Pious says that if someone is a farmer out there in the fields, the shliach tzibur that's in the city, when he's saying the tfilat hashas, like the tfilat amidah, the tzibur, so he can be yoytze. It doesn't have to daven his own. However, if you are in the city, then you have to daven by your own. Like the shliach tzibur is not me being moitze you, right? So it was a discussion like, is it afilu am shebasodos, or So finally, the Gemara is saying, Elo ki yoso Robin, Omar Rabbi Yaakov Barid, Omar Rabbi Shimon Chassideh. Lo iputa Rabban Gamiliel, Elo am shebesoles. Only if someone is a farmer, only if someone works in the field out there, then he can rely on the shliach tzibur. That meaning that he doesn't have to daven his own Shmoneh Esrei, right? He's good. But the one that's in the city, he has to daven his own Shmoneh Esrei. He cannot rely, right? My Tame. Why is that so? Mishim de anise b'meloche, because anise is like with the aleph. They are forced. So the farmer is forced in a work, so he's busy, so he doesn't have time to go to a minyan. So that's why only he can be yoitze, but the other ones, like in the city, you have to go to the minyan, you have to daven, right? Avol bohir loy. So I was thinking, we just learned this week that Geshem is, I don't know, is the only thing or one of the only things that it has to do nothing with nature, like nothing with, it's unpredictable, right? Like we don't know how much rain we're gonna get, right? We don't know how much rain we're gonna get, like in 2 weeks, in a month. How will the winter be? They can try to predict, but we don't really know. It's not like a science. The moon is going around this quick, and the one is and the sun is this quick, right? So what he's saying here, that a farmer is, because he doesn't know when it's going to be raining, right? So he relies on Nisim. What do you mean he relies on Nisim? Everything by him is a nes. We're saying like Rabbi Yochanan, I think, was saying like his wife was really sad because she was lighting with vinegar instead of oil. So what was Rabbi Yochanan saying? Whoever said the oil to light will say the vinegar to light, right? Meaning like everything, even there, we have to believe that everything is a nes. It doesn't mean like if we go out to work or we know we have this deal and we know everything is done and all of the paperwork, if we have the right price and the right, we know everything, even there, everything is a nes, everything is a miracle. So because they were relying all the time, so they were saying, Elo amshe besodois, they don't have to daven. Why? Because they daven all the time. My tame mishim da anisei. Anise is a nisim, the meloche. They are working constantly with nisim. All around them is like nisim. So they don't have to daven because they daven every day, every minute, every time. So if they miss like a shliach tzibur, okay, the shliach tzibur has them in mind. But the city boy that thinks like, I am doing that, you're going to have to go to daven. This is what I was thinking.
That's great.
So
that's the Ramas.
Yeah, the Ramas, Anisai, like Anisai the Meloche, when you're busy with nisim all the time. So we should Hashem should really like show us that the Teva is also Nisim, and Nisim is also Teva, it's the same thing. And we should always say, okay, so let's finish. Nisim Meloche, Avol Bohir Loi, Adron Aloch Yom Tev Yistikelo, Maseches Rosh Hashana. Oh, do we have it? Yeah. Spurk the short time. Adron Aloch Zeh Rishon Avon. That's what I'm saying. Rosh Hashana, Adron Aloch Nisnashem Enoch Maseches Rosh Hashana. ולא ישנא לא יבער מודם, לא יבער בוסיות, זה נכד לנו סער שהשלוש נבוסה, ועדרון הלוך מסך שונה, איבן פה שוב, ועדרון הלוך, דעתון הלוך מסך שונה, ודעתון הלוך, לא ישנא שמנוך מסך שונה, ולא ישנא שמנוך, לא יבער מודם, ולא יבער בוסיות, עדרון הלוך מסך שונה, ועדרון הלוך, ועדרוך אלון, דעתון הלוך מסך שונה, ודעתוך אלון, לא ישנא שמנוך מסך שונה, ולא ישנא שמנוך, לא יבער מודם, ולא יבער בוסיות. Jongens van Nederland en zijn staat te rosten in zijn bonen met zee zijn moeder door een baboe. Gaan in de baboe, roemen baboe, nacht baboe, achiu baboe, aber moe baboe, raf baboe, roefisch baboe, stil van baboe, ade baboe, zoe baboe. Arem na de lijning. Als die was zoals we bevinden vier samen bij zo wanneer kiluni anachne met zwaine met zwaai am bij zwaai kiluni jooit als mee voor belonen zou zeggen small. Maar we het gaan zeggen lol mili lu super krijgen maar wij hebben lol mensen ook deze komt die suni. Hoe gaat dat dan dan gekeken om mijn seluwe. Mooi de vanaf de neer gaan dan zijn hier. Ze staan toch elkaar niet zo bij ze met de staan toch elkaar niet zo kunnen. Schoenen misschien en wij misschien moeder misschien die wel zo wij misschien doen betalen. Unia meine Wein meine Muna meine kann es haben meine Wein kann es haben. Uni Russen Wein Russen rein aber bei Russen bei Schachs mehr. Ja, du lebst drin bei Schachs Ansturm mit mir letzte Mal wenn ihr verbraucht. Russen nicht von den Geschein Satan in seinem Sex so schöne Karte rein in der Asker Sex so nachher mit Simon. Lil Modell Lama dich mal lassen ganz dir sagt das überhaupt ist das kann tun warum wir sagen kommen ja mit Lile Sari.
שלא יסו משתות מפי זר וזה זר, אדון לא מסכן בי, לסלח לחוק טעם כאויסו, ושוק וחוד ישמעו לך, ולכסי תצחקו, כי בי היר ביומך, וסיף אלכו שמסכן, אוי חיר במינה ושמאל לו, אוי שר, וכול, אדון אוי, למה אוי תן, אדון נבוא, איך זר מבשולו. Izgala Shmai Abu. So you say that Discadusu, Lachium Asula, Sugil Zakayam, Nakatu Slamish, Knife Gabu, and an Eka Pokun, the Hum and Aulas, Ilasubu, Pokun, Shmai Lasa, Kitchu, Briki, Markiza, the Asma, the Kuna, Gram Shicha, the Kayak, the Nakat, by Swal Bagulu, is Maku, Emily Umai. Yeah, it's my school, the Stava, the Stava, Nazan, the Salos, my kitchen, the island, the Shoes, the Damiro, the Umai, and it's why Rabuna was sometimes Coleman, the Oscar, as in Basuda, the Colasa, Yailo, the Consumer, the if they could not be smile, they are with you, my Yash, smile, and toy, they will line about going to Umai. Oh, it's a sugar and going off. Yeah, sugar and I'm going to school and you man. These are things that no one knows. We're singing a Siyum they made this song especially for Siyum Yeah, like
I don't know that one, but I
know. Mazel tov. Enjoy.
I want to say thanks to be participating on the shiurim to Tzvika, Danny, and Akil for their efforts and clarifying for my understanding.
Oh,
without their
Rabbi
Zion couldn't beat us, but without you asking, Rabbi, clarify this, clarify that.
What about Kayvon's pictures?
Oh,
Kayvon!
my pleasure. L'chaim, Rabbi, L'chaim.
I would like a word from the Rebbe, a beautiful word that I heard it myself while I was there on Rosh Hashana. We learned, and that the reality of why does the moon change sizes from our perception? Little moon,
Rabbi, you got my wife's
larger moon.
She heard the moon?
What happens is that when the moon is in conjunction with the sun, or when the moon is very close to the sun, we see much less of it. So from our perspective, it's non-visible or very little. When is the moon the largest? When does the moon shine most of its light? when it's the farthest from the sun. And they never pointed out the irony. No, since the moon is getting the light from the sun, so you would think that the closer you are to the mashpia, then the more enlightened you'll be. But that's not the way it is. And that Rebbe was speaking, there was something that wasn't positive that happened in Crown Heights. And the point that Rebbe was trying to make is that Hashem put it in nature, by a yid, that when there is what appears to us to be darkness, that is when we have to really shine. And when we have the source to be near the source, then we should be humble and listen to the source. So l'chaim, that we are in Golus, but that is a demand that now is our time to shine. That's because we're far away from the sun. L'chaim.
Chaim, Rabbi Chaim, Shpeach.
Chaim Keva.
Thank you, Rabbi Chaim.
I mean, because
Enjoy.
we're close and that's why it's dark.
Potentially.
The fact that it's close and it's dark, does that mean that we're really, really close?
That means that we really have to shine. That means that we shine. We have to step up and shine. Not the closer to the mashpia, the more you're going to shine. When you're far away from your mashpia, that's when you're going to shine. Because the mashpia, it takes away all the space. God gives you space.
You cannot be next to it. You're choking. We're saying, Jacob say something. So
But the sun only sees. The sun only sees the
Also see the people.
the Rosh said to your father? The Rosh said to my father, give me a break. You have
Okay, guys, the Chaim does some.
L'chaim, Rabbi. Enjoy. Have a great night. Thank you so much for including us. Thank you, Rabbi.
Maybe the Pagiyot,